A cataclysmic inferno ravaged Manila, Philippines on September 14, 2025, reducing over 100 homes to smoldering ruins. In Tondo, the heart of the capital's most densely packed district, a merciless blaze erupted, shattering lives and engulfing the impoverished community known as Happy Land in Barangay 105. What began at 8 p.m. on September 13 as a flicker in two residential buildings exploded into a monstrous firestorm. Fueled by flimsy wooden homes, rusted tin roofs, and tangled electrical wires. Within moments, the fragile calm of the neighborhood dissolved into chaos. Blinding crimson flames and choking black smoke swallowed everything in their path. Families sat at dinner tables. Children laughed in narrow alleys, and the hum of daily life filled the air, until it was drowned by piercing screams, the crash of collapsing metal, and the roar of rooftops consumed by fire. Witnesses described the blaze as a beast unleashed, moving faster than cries for help could carry. In mere seconds, entire homes vanished into swirling smoke. The tightly packed shanties, built from scavenged wood and plastic, became a deadly fire trap, with flames racing along overloaded wires, devouring everything in their relentless hunger. By 10:53 p.m., the Manila Fire Department escalated the crisis to Task Force Bravo. Fire trucks thundered through labyrinthine streets, but firefighters faced a nightmare: narrow alleys, twisting paths, dwindling water supplies, and fierce winds that mocked their efforts, fanning the flames higher. Drenched in sweat, hundreds of firefighters battled desperately to carve access routes while clashing with the Inferno's fury. The clash of fire hoses against a shower of sparks painted a surreal scene, where survival hung by a thread. For 10 grueling hours, the fire raged, casting an eerie glow across Manila's skyline, visible even to distant residents who watched in horror, convinced this was one of the worst blazes in memory. By 6 a.m. on September 14th, the flames were finally subdued, but Happy Land lay in ruins, a desolate wasteland of ash and debris. Miraculously, no lives were lost. Though the Bureau of Fire Protection reported 3 injuries from burns and smoke inhalation. Yet, this small mercy did little to ease the devastation. Over 100 families, thousands of people, lost everything overnight, left with nothing but the clothes on their backs. In the fire's cruel aftermath, children shivered under makeshift tarps, elderly residents sifted through rubble for scraps of their past, and one man clung to a charred picture frame as if it held his entire world. Families scavenged twisted metal to sell for a single meal, while others wept until tears ran dry or stared in hollow disbelief at the ashes of homes built over years of sacrifice. Manila Mayor Isko Moreno swiftly mobilized social welfare and disaster response teams, opening evacuation centers at Vicente Lim Elementary School, the Barangay 105 Covered Court, and other sites. He vowed to provide every displaced family with a yellow card for immediate financial aid, a flicker of hope amid the wreckage, though it could not erase the stark reality of sudden homelessness. The fire's cause remains under investigation, with faulty electrical wiring, the area's long-ignored hazard, emerging as the likely culprit. Whispers of foul play circulate, unproven but stoking fear, especially as another fire broke out in Tondo's Building 9, Aroma, Barangay 105, at 11:41 a.m. on September 14th. Though smaller, it reignited panic, with residents calling it a night of hell followed by a day of hell. Tondo's crushing poverty and suffocating density amplify its vulnerability. The ironic Happy Land is a place where children play amid garbage. Adults survive on scraps, and unreliable electricity and water are daily struggles. One spark can, and did, reduce it to ashes. Anger now burns as fiercely as the flames once did. Residents demand answers. Why were warnings about the chaotic electrical grid ignored for years? Why did authorities act only after disaster struck? Many call Happy Land a ticking time bomb, neglected until it exploded. The fire, while claiming no lives, has left a deep scar on the Philippines. Over 1,000 families face the daunting task of rebuilding from nothing. Crowded into overstretched evacuation centers, with children sleeping under tarps and the elderly lacking medicine. Relief groups like the Philippine Red Cross and local charities have rushed food and clothing. But temporary aid is no substitute for a lasting solution. As the black smoke cleared from Manila's sky, a haunting question remains. How many other vulnerable communities are one spark away from their own night of fire? Over 2,100 homes lie in ruins in Manila, Philippines. Watch the gripping new video here.